family darkest feeling deepest. Noble left to see the world. Map to find the key was lost. To save the many strengthened.
Welcome everyone to another episode. I should be coming in clear, but if you hear me getting cut off at all or anything, just let me know and I'll change my mic. I'm trying out some new settings, which means, might be something, might be bleh.
Sorry.
So, in the last episode, after seducing a dragon, you all decided to go in for a meeting with Zorgox, who eventually talked you guys into, quite literally, a deal, and is currently in a meeting with Avath, the dragon that was seduced by Allah. Currently, you guys, I have forgotten to change the screen, so you guys are actually in the screen. Currently,
Oops.
you guys are in the Devi plane, and a certain demon has discovered the hidden entrance to the library after managing to push a dragon out of the way of the door.
You were the one who decided to dump strength on his character sheet.
No, it was perfectly fine and it made for a funny moment. I'm fine with it. It's just you did outstrength the dragon. That's all.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you guys do?
Well, if I remember correctly, we're just kind of waiting to get...
I just remembered. I gotta mention the thing.
Oh, yeah, that, yeah.
So, if you guys are watching this is just a heads up. As some of you might know, the Twitch channel and one of the channels that I stream to is called Failer. Due to a thing where I actually currently share the name with a band, I'm going to be doing a very brief, rebranding to a slightly different name. So if you don't want to have to find the channel again or quickly search back up the Followers of Mayhem name, feel free to subscribe. I mean, you don't have to, it's just, otherwise you might not be able to find the channel. Like, I had some people have difficulty with that earlier when I changed from Failer R's to Failer D&Ds for the Twitch channel, so just be aware of that. TLDR, the name will be changing, but Followers of Mayhem should still be Googleable. Alright, continue now.
Well, I think we're probably just waiting to get word back from Zorgox at this point before we tackle the doctor.
What are you waiting to get word back on? About?
Didn't he send us off for the doctor, and then he said, "I'll let you know the results of the discussion" or something?
All right, yeah. We're supposed to be dealing with the doctor, so I imagine it's the next morning, yeah.
Eventually, yeah.
All right. Well, Alex is just waiting for everyone to assemble in the dining hall.
Beginning a shift in Vienna.
Sorry.
Well, I'm gonna guess everyone but Chance eventually gathers around. And what do you guys do?
You guys don't happen to know what happened to Chance?
Well, it's not like he can go anywhere else.
Probably in the library.
Probably gorging himself on more of those dragon chocolates.
Oh, not another one.
Alex looks to Alana and says, "Okay, do you mean the library or the library?"
The library, probably.
Alright, well, give me a minute. I'll see you guys. No, everyone just stay here and mingle. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, River just sighs and she goes, those are gonna get so fat on dragon chocolates, I swear.
I won't. I can't even taste them.
Uh-oh. River looks shocked to Nami. She goes, wait, you can't taste?
Not since the doctor's experiments. I can't taste anything. Or feel anything for that matter.
River, like, gasps as she goes, oh my goodness. I mean, have you tried everything? Like, anything at all? To kind of maybe see if something, like, sparks back?
I've had 10 years to try, and I've had someone to try with. This was Adrasil. As fluffy as his wings are, I couldn't feel it.
River looks very thoughtful for a second. And then she's all of a sudden gives a determined look. She goes, well, I'm going to make you something that maybe you can taste.
The only way I'll be able to taste anything at this point is for me to become human again. And as far as I know, the only person who can do that is the man who made me this way in the first place.
River just tilts her head curiously at first, and then she smiles. She still smiles, and she says, well, good thing we're going after him then. And once you're... And then she looks confused, and she awkwardly says, back to being human? And then she grins again. I will make you a big feast so you can taste anything you want.
I look forward to it.
Is there anything in particular you want me to cook? I'm basically the cook of this whole party. No one else seems to kind of know. And Edriso kind of puts things to fire. But I will gladly make you and Edriso anything you guys have ever wanted to try.
I'll have to keep a list as we encounter different food items.
Rin nods eagerly with an encouraging smile. She goes, definitely make a list. I will gladly make you anything on it. Or everything on it.
You can try, although I wouldn't recommend trying it with Adrasil.
She smiles nervously and she goes, I'm sure he'll get better with time.
He set the
She doesn't
kitchen on
sound very-
fire by making water.
She doesn't sound very confident, and she just tries to be encouraged. She goes, I mean, I was bad too. Not that bad, but I mean, you never know. I just don't want the kitchen to be ruined. What?
He
What?
set the kitchen on fire with water. She leans in. Water.
Correction.
Avoids.
Correction, I said he burnt water. I didn't say he set the kitchen on fire with it.
All ours is exaggerating at this point.
Yeah.
Water.
Rura avoids
do you
her.
guys know what burnt water is?
Yes, I do it all the time. That's not the point, though. I'm a bad cook.
Boiled water. Burnt water, boiled water.
Rura just avoids Alara's gaze and still tries to smile even though she's sweating profusely. And she goes, he'll get better. I'll help him get better. Please stop looking at me.
Alar squints down as she judged Rura with her judging eyes.
Rura's basically shrinking down as she scurries to the kitchen. She goes, I'm gonna go cook. And then she also looks over to Grisura and she goes, Grisura, the kitchen's over here.
You notice, Grisura, as you're looking around for the kitchen, you see Elnath come out and he just starts tapping nails into the doors and hanging up signs as he goes through the rooms. At least the rooms that you visited. He leaves the other ones mysteriously blank to add to the mystery.
So,
Oh no.
yeah, everyone good or
Save me. Alar is glaring at me.
All right, well, Alex knocks on the library door and he walks in. He's like, and he says, "Chance, buddy, you in here?"
Chance is just in a chair, sleeping with a book kind of draped over his face.
Aw, how adorable.
Like, you look and you see that the book is on dragon genealogy.
He slowly lifts the book off Chance's face and he says, "Chance, time to wake up."
As you lift up the book, you notice that there's there's a mustache, a little goatee, and glasses drawn on his face.
Ugh. Oh, what is...
Nothing, mate. Nothing.
And I wipe a hand across my face.
The makeup is now smeared. He now looks like one of his mustaches has just sort of become a half beard.
Oh, good God.
That's funny. I prestidigitation it all off.
You know it's there.
So,
It's just
The god Sylvester is pleased.
fair enough. You
I mean,
you
Alex
get it.
yeah, I mean, Alex is kind of not making it any secret. He's trying to hold in a laugh.
You get rid of it regardless.
Yeah.
So, seems like you found the little secret place.
And ferreting out secrets is what I do for a living. Of course, I was going to find this place.
Mm-hmm. Which leads me to well, the obvious question. In the short term, maybe this is going to be a good benefit, but I have to ask, what are you going to do with this information?
And fuck if I know. I'm not even sure what possessed me to come here in the first place.
Curiosity?
Maybe.
Look, buddy, trust me. I know it's your job and everything, but sometimes you can know far too much. Take it from a guy who delves into the ancient dark secrets of the universe for a living.
And well, given that knowing too much, I just got having a hard time arguing that. Given that knowing too much is why there's a bounty on my head right now.
Mhm.
Looking why?
But what can you say? We're both scholars in our own way.
Never been accused of that before.
Well, I mean, you're clearly smart enough if you've survived this long in this place, so
Yeah.
you got your own little home, own little access ways all over the island. I mean, honestly, this is about as probably as cushy as you could get.
And maybe.
But yeah, I'll just be blunt with you. Seriously, don't go selling this information to anyone.
Not sure. I mean, I'm not sure what kind of a price I would even get for him. It's not like it's of use to anyone, and who can't get out of this like most people can't even get into this plane, I imagine.
In theory, yes. But all the same, don't try it.
And lips sealed.
So, you ready for another magic trick?
Oh, I do love tricks.
Well, get on upstairs and get yourself some breakfast.
Eh.
So
Yeah, not exactly clear where in the like I take it the storeroom is here-ish.
the storeroom is right in this hallway that you can't see.
Okay, it's here. I always pictured it here for some reason.
It's in that little square there. There's like a little stairway down.
Right. Well.
I'll have to picture it later on. It's just low priority.
Yeah, I mean it's literally in the basement of this place, so you know.
Regardless, Sven looks between the two, and then she sort of looks down and starts twiddling her thumbs, and then says, I guess that this explains why you both have such a high heart rating on his sheets.
Rua's head immediately looks out of her wing cocoon as she goes, "You seen the sheet?"
He showed me mine once.
What is this about a sheet?
He probably made one for you by this point too.
Rua,
Wait, what is this about a sheet?
Rua ignores Chad as she goes to Sven.
I
She
have
goes,
nothing to
"Sven,
report for this.
where did you see it?"
He has a locked compartment underneath his bed, and the code is 5423.
Oh, I like slam.
Rua runs to his room.
Wait, hey, what sheet? Like, should I be worried about this?
No,
Alex
no,
just
no.
says, "Oh no, you shouldn't. He's got one for everyone."
That's
Yeah,
not
Rua is running to the room.
Elnath likes to make shipping charts for for everyone. Like
What?
like the owl cats and the eagle dogs even have one.
Wait, for real?
Yep.
All right.
I'm going up to his room. Boom, boom, boom. Open the door. You in there?
You know, I thought Elnath seemed all mystical and wise. What
You
is-
thought? Sorry.
I mean, he is mystical, he is wise, he's intelligent, but he's a massive dork like the rest of us.
What have I stumbled into?
Welcome to hell. Hope you enjoy your stay.
So
This isn't
It's-
exactly how I pictured it.
Never really is.
the door, you find out, is heavily reinforced with magical enchantments, so Grisera cannot break it down. And you hear a voice from the other side. Oh my, you're all really trying to get into my room. Is something wrong?
My savior, please open the door.
Why?
I need to check something.
What do you need to check?
She looks a little stubborn as she goes, "Just please let me in. I need to check something."
I'm not letting you search my room for dragon chocolates, Rura.
We're not interested in dragon chocolates.
Then what are you interested in?
Something under your bed.
Rura just slaps her forehead. She goes, "No, you shouldn't have said that. Now he's gonna move it."
You hear a scraping sound.
See? My savior, please don't get rid of that sheet. She whines against the door.
No, I'm not getting rid of it. I'm just moving it.
Let me get Dennis.
Oh dear.
I have a better idea. Step aside.
Hmm. Rura looks a little confused.
Nami approaches the door, or grabs her scythe and swings it at the door.
All right.
Did you say a scythe?
Yeah, she wields like a scythe. It's what she has. I don't. It's basically like a glaive but curved.
Oh, boy.
Roll for damage for me, and roll attack.
Where is it?
things. Oh my god.
Whoops. Whoops.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me!
Alright, I don't know why your sheet keeps setting back to, that, but it's Roll20. It has its quirks.
Yeah, I could have sworn you fixed that a long time ago.
Regardless, he rolled 2 natural ones.
Oof.
And in
Oof.
fact, I'm going to screen cap this and show it on stream really quick.
And by the way, Chance is going to walk up because he's concerned Elnath may have compromising information on him.
Alright. So that's the result there. You guys can see it. 2 natural ones right there.
It's too strong.
So,
Reserve
you...
and try something.
Pardon?
Go ahead.
So, you slam the scythe into the door, and it just bounces back off. And you hear a metal clunk, a metal thud underneath the door. And you see a flicker of grey behind the wood where you chipped through it.
Okay, Rora, a word.
Rura kind of just slams her forehead against the door with the wine, and then she looks at Chance. She goes, "Yes."
I know you really want to see this shipping chart, but are you sure barging into a dragon's den and horde is a good idea?
She does.
Gazerlin calls out to Elneth. If you want to see another dragon chocolate again, you better show us what's in there.
You hear no response.
Yeah, Rura just sighs and glances to Grizzle. She goes, "It's no use. I've tried." And then looks back to Chance. As she just sighs again, as she goes, and she just shrugs. She goes, he's my savior, or I guess you could say a father figure. She looks a little bashful when she says that. I've lived around him, been around him for a majority of my life since he freed me, so I'm not worried, I guess the term is.
I'm going to pause you there really quickly, and Seren's going to look to Alex and Alar, and then she's going to glance to the clock, and then motion to them, and then say, if you guys could come with me, we should probably help them open that door.
Alright. I mean, I don't see what the big deal is.
And,
I mean, I've already got sheets. I mean, I've already started making sheets of my own. It's not that big of a deal.
Wait,
and
You're equally as weird, Alex, now.
like,
Well, thank you for noticing.
Apparently, we are raiding
like,
his room.
Like, you see, like, Chance is trying to talk them all out of it because like, he was curious at first, but forcing his way into your way into a dragon's horde seemed like a terrible idea to him.
Oh, so the elf was a dragon all along. She grips her scythe tighter. It seems I underestimated him. Challenge accepted.
Nami, seriously, don't even try it.
Yeah, Rura gives her a look. She goes, I don't want my savior to be hurt or any way. I wasn't going to hurt him or anything. I just want to get rid of that sheet.
The dragon's not... Yet, Elnath's not the one you should be worrying about getting hurt, Rura.
Oh, I'm not gonna hurt him. I just refuse to lose to a door.
Is it even locked? Seren speaks up with a soft smile.
Dennis just walks forward and tries to open the door.
It creaks open, revealing that the bed has been slid aside, revealing a deep hole into the already deep basement.
No, not stepping to his ground.
Yeah, we were just
still annoyed. I think he's still annoyed at me for finding my way into this area in the first place.
Good idea.
Rura looks nervous out. She goes, "No, wait. That's why I knocked. It's not polite to go in without getting permission first."
Grisher is going to jump in the hole.
Nami would kick the door open as soon as she finds out it's open and jump down the hole first.
So Grisura and Nami are fighting to get down the hole first. What's everyone else doing?
Dennis is just waiting at the door, remembering the last time that he went down the hole.
And Chance is taking cover behind this big chair.
Alex is just watching this on, smiling.
Yeah, River just sighs and she goes, "This is not really what I wanted to do, but okay." Ugh. Besides, she already knows there's no point going after him because he's already gonna move the sheet somewhere. She's never gonna find it again, so she just gives up. She
So-
knows it's no use.
Nami and Grisura, as you land at the bottom of the hole, you see a small light at the end of the tunnel, at the end of the black tunnel, and you enter into what could only be described as a room filled with books and paper, like a dragon would normally put
Treasure?
yeah, books, piles and piles of paper and books stacked into little pyramids.
You start with one stack, I'll start with the other.
Elnath immediately grabs you both and starts dragging you back towards the exit. No.
I mean, if I could overpower him, I'm fairly certain Grisura could
I
too.
mean, they haven't tried yet though. You gotta give them
Oh,
a
yeah.
chance.
Oh yes, I'm sure you could overpower him, Mr. Ogre Hands.
And
Can I at least try to get out of his grasp?
okay, first of all, I'll chance his flavor for that to be one of his dragon abilities. And second of all, Grisura is actually still stronger than him.
Fair enough.
Alright.
Well, 20's being slow.
So, not saves, you gotta do straight strength.
Oh,
Oh. Oh, for Christ's sake!
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna be using your first rolls. I'm just gonna be removing your proficiency modifier from them. So, Nami, you rolled a 2, and Grisura, you rolled a 3.
what?
1d20 plus 9. That's what it says on here.
What?
True, but she gets +5.
So, looks like that's
It should
wrong.
be-
then.
It should be and it's because you forgot to take off. It's because you took off their strength modifiers as well. As their
I
proficiency.
see. So it's 5 plus 5 plus 3, so 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so you rolled 8, and Nami, you rolled
4.
2 plus 4. Okay. I will now roll Elnas. It's rolling, I think. Do I need to click it? Oh, no, there it goes. Okay. Alright. So, Elnath tries to drag you back to the entrance of the cave, and you
Oh my
break
God.
free.
Yeah.
You rolled a 4.
This is so stupid.
Yeah.
So, you guys
you
break
two-
free, and Elnath immediately turns, and his eyes narrow. If
I
you
don't know
don't,
exactly.
go on.
I don't know exactly what it is Ro wants, but if you don't give it to her, I will destroy every pyramid you have in this room.
Oh dear,
just
don't
looking
bring me
for
into
Rua.
this.
Let me know that if it comes to a fight, I'm taking the dragon side.
Alright.
This isn't what I wanted.
So, Grisura, what are you doing? Because only you two are down there currently. What are you doing?
Grisura folds her arms and decides to try and convince Elnath to share the sheet. Hasn't Rura had enough secrets?
You can read them when I am dead. And he starts trying to push them both back towards the exit.
But is that really fair towards her?
You can read them when I am dead.
You know, I would I would normally say, hey, that can be arranged, but Rura has politely asked me to spare your life. I think you owe her one.
Elnath's eye
Again,
just...
I am taking. Again, if it comes to a fight, I am taking Elnath's side. I know better than to go against the dragon.
Elnath's eye twitches, and he just rubs his temple as he says, "Of all the days not to prepare a charm spell."
This isn't what I wanted! But I mean, it's nice everybody's helping out Rura, but this is not what I expected to happen. Sorry, DM.
Elnath sighs, and he lifts out a single paper from one of the piles and hands it and says, "Here, this is what Rura wants. Now can you please get out?"
Nami takes the paper and apron walks out saying,
"Pleasure doing business."
We'll be sure to pay with a hefty amount of dragon chocolates.
A brief bit of cold air comes out of his nose as he huffs, and the entrance that they came through, once they get up from the bed, immediately locks and shackles and shuts. And you can hear muttering from the other side as Elnath appears to be trying to change the lock combination.
Grisura gets a new achievement, hitting off 2 gods in one go.
He's on a god.
Also, the fact that Elnath had to deal with all these troublesome children.
I'm too old for this shit.
To be fair, he probably is at this point.
So,
Anyway,
We hand Rura the paper.
Rura looks a bit shocked, and she goes, "What are you guys?" And she looks at them like, "You guys are in one piece. What happened?"
I told Elnath he owes you one.
We both did.
Rura looks a bit shocked, and then she looks nervous. She goes, "He doesn't owe me anything. I owe him everything. What are you talking about?"
Well,
you
we
asked-
owe him
you
a
asked-
mountain of dragon chocolate to get you this.
He owed you one because you asked me not to kill him.
Rura just looks to them both, flabbergasted, and then just like smacks her hand against her forehead. She goes, "Oh, this isn't what I wanted, but thank you." I mean, and then
People
she
are all
just
insane.
she just smiles and she goes, "That was sweet. I mean, you guys were thinking about me, so that's fine." And then she mutters to herself, "I better make him some dragon chocolates later."
Now, meanwhile, Allah, you open the door and reveal some stairs leading down. Do you follow them?
Alar does.
You enter into a room filled with piles upon piles of papers in pyramid shapes, and a very annoyed Elnath currently sorting through the papers.
Today is not the day for this.
Allah.
No one else is there.
I know. I was just going to comment saying, "Oh, Allah's going on another adventure."
Today is not the day for this. All right. What do I roll to see about the papers? Do I roll investigation or do I roll perception for this?
Before you're able to look at them any closer, Elnath rounds and then says, "Oh, no. I already gave them one. Shoot. Vamoose."
Vamoose.
Alright, Elnath. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to barge into another room unexpectedly into this room. And she walks out. But as she says that, she mutters something under her breath.
That actually doesn't require verbal components.
Oh,
That's just
say?
semantics.
Oh, nice.
And because Elnath is in his human form, he doesn't have blind sense. Elnath huffs a bit, and then he flicks a hand and the door closes behind, air quotes, Allah. Then he turns and begins to continue sorting them, and he says, "I must not let them see the results with me. I do not think they're ready for that."
Alara pauses at that for a minute. And she was trying to quietly, without picking up anything at all, look over the papers that he has tossed around the floor.
They
Or in
are
the pyramid.
from the ones that he's removing from the pyramid are all related to him. For example, his air quotes chemistry with, for example, against him and Rura. Then there's one for Alex, then Grizura, Fiona. There's even one for Chance that looks to be far newer than the others.
Huh.
And Rura, the paper in your hand is your results for a relationship, your chemistry with Yggdrasil.
No, I knew it. I knew it. Oh boy. Rura looks at the paper and then she immediately her feather. Yggdrasil, yeah. Her feathers kind of like poof out a little bit in embarrassment, and she goes, "Oh gods."
Turns out you have very high chemistry, and his notes on it say that Rura definitely enjoys being motherly, and that it is, and air quotes, very adorable.
Her face gets red when she reads this.
All right. Not that this isn't fascinating, but we have a mad doctor to go kill. So let's get to that. Yes, and I just like to put an arm around her shoulder and just usher her away from this awkward conversation.
Yeah, Rura clutches the paper close to her chest and just silently, with a little, follows his lead. She has no idea what to say or what to do with.
She's just like pushing her upstairs.
Oh,
Yeah, well, he does have.
Go
Sorry.
on.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you go first.
Yeah, well, all right. Yeah, well, he does have a point. Come on, everybody upstairs. We got preparations to make. Allah, come on, girl, get moving.
Alar doesn't respond.
As much as I've been enjoying this, the tiefling is right.
Dennis goes up, and after noticing Alar not doing anything, he goes up to Alar and pokes her.
Your hand goes through it. I'm pretty sure.
He face palms.
Oh well,
Where's
just
she
leave.
now.
Oh well, just leave her to her thing. Just go. No.
So while you are all heading upstairs, Allah, what are you doing?
I'm listening to Elnath and looking over the papers as quietly as I possibly can.
The more papers he goes through, the more you realize he's got a lot of these. Like, there's one with his chemistry with Naxan, as an example. And then there's one with him and Mercy, and then one with Wiztig. Basically, every single person that you guys have met, or even some that you guys haven't met, because they're all people that Elnath has met, has a chemistry rating with Elnath. And he's not even making a dent in the piles.
Oh no.
The piles in question have different chemistry ratings, like there's one for, as an example, there would be one in there for you and Sren. But, he's currently only getting out the ones that have his name on it.
Oh lord.
You know, you're, how long are you gonna stay there?
This is a bad thing right now, only because I can only do this for an hour.
Yeah.
So
Just cast it again after the hour. Hope
and then they'll see a good bit of a Lar in there, so that's not gonna work either. Alright.
You just... Never mind.
Do I see the door and is it locked?
It is not locked, but he did close it with magic.
This ain't good, this ain't good, this ain't good.
What do you do, Ella?
I can't cast a spell because then I'll be seen.
To leave.
I can't leave. The door's locked. It was magic.
Closed, not locked.
It's gonna be locked or some sort of magic thing. I'm gonna do the bold play here. Alara shows herself like by the door, giving a wave.
Elnath actually doesn't look up.
Ah, you are really busy today.
Oh, now he looks up, and he looks at you and he says, "Get out!"
Where'd it go again?
Is the door locked? She
No,
just
get
points to the
out!
door.
He actually pushes the door open and with a wave of his hand, and says, "Go!"
Alright. And she just like walks out.
The door closes, and now you hear a click. Because clearly you got in again. You know, some people really don't expect that sometimes a door should remain closed. You know. Regardless, you all head back to the main room.
Okay.
Rura is not going to show Alar that paper.
So how was Allah's Adventure 2 Electric Boogaloo?
Well, you see, Alex, thanks to you for asking. I have learned a lot in my adventure. A lot of things that I cannot repeat. A lot of things about a certain person that I will not say. And I hope I will never have to.
Maybe the true adventure was the friends you made along the way.
No, it really wasn't.
By the way, can someone let me out of this demi-plane? And a lot of my stuff is right outside.
Getting stir crazy, huh? Give me a minute.
Also,
And out.
well, there's that, but also I need my stuff out of my apartment.
You call that an apartment, not a safe house?
Apartment, safe house, whatever.
I mean, I suppose a safe house is just an apartment that you don't really use. And Alex opens the door for him.
Meanwhile, Grisser goes up to Allard and whispers to her ear what she and Nami had found.
Alar, like, creaks her neck to Rura.
Rura flinches and her feathers kind of like stick out in a line when she goes, uh-oh. And then she gives a betrayed look to Grisura.
Grisser just has a playful grin and just shrugs.
Rura.
Out!
How
I'm
could
out!
you?
Revolts. He goes, never
Alright,
mind,
so-
it's nothing, bye!
Well, there goes 2 people. 3 people. What's the plan?
All right. Well, the plan is, since we're going up against a doctor that's probably sniffed far too many of his own chemicals, we're going to need to prepare. First off, once Chance gets back, we'll ask him what the doctor is exactly known for, what exactly the layout of his house is, and after that, we give Mercy a little call, and then we'll get the things we need.
And okay, Chance walks back in. He's got a scimitar belted on his side.
Scimitar, huh?
Yes, but so Morales is, well, as you might have figured out from her, he's a mad scientist, more or less. So when we get in there, expect to fight his mad science things.
Do you know exactly what he's sort of slapped together?
DM, do I have any idea of that? Maybe from the exact kind of body parts he's been ordering lately or something?
He's been ordering a lot of... Basically, most things he just kind of gets whatever he can. But you do know from when you're delivering stuff that there's typically a lot of black puddings and such around. As he uses them to dispose of the failures.
Well,
Normally, anyway.
He kind of just cobbles things together from whatever parts he can get. But I do know that there will be that there are a lot of black, corrosive black slime creatures around.
You mean black oozes?
Yeah, sure.
Huh. Well, those are gonna be a bit challenging, because if I remember correctly, that they're only hurt from magical damage.
Not only that, but you are 85% sure you heard one crying out for help. One time.
I'm gonna keep that one to... Yeah, Chance is gonna keep that one to himself because he's not sure if he imagined it.
Well, look.
Gotcha.
Well, then it looks like the fox is going to make himself useful for a change.
Well, it seems...
He pulls out Indexter. Do you currently have anything about black corrosive oozes?
Roll 1d20.
Okay.
Sorry, you haven't absorbed that information.
Okay. Just a moment. Are you guys still planning? Do I have time to do research?
Well, we are preparing. I'd say we'd probably take, I don't know, a day, at least a day to prep before we ship out.
Okay. Is there anything else I should copy into Indexter before we leave? Any other suggestions?
Hang on. Calling message. I don't know. I think you got everything.
Okay. He heads off.
Alright, roll me investigation. I will tell you what you find out based on your roll.
Apparently he is not proficient in that.
20. Okay. So, you know that
Let's
they
see.
have a corrosive form that will melt non-magical weapons and metal and wood. And they can climb surfaces. They're able to get through very small spaces.
Did I find like the Book of Oozes?
More or less, yes. But this is
Okay,
specifically about the black pudding.
Okay.
But yes, you do have all the ooze information from now on. Okay.
Okay. He copies all the oozes stuff
Can I
into there.
continue now?
Yep.
When they hit with lightning or slashing damage, they split into two. And they are immune to acid, cold, lightning, slashing damage. And they're immune to being blinded, charmed, deafened, exhausted, frightened, or prone.
When Dennis comes back, he relays that information.
Well, these sound like the most bullshit guards I've ever heard.
I think that's what you want in a guard. Come,
I mean, thankfully my weapon overcomes. I believe my weapon overcomes their slashing resistance, but
yes, if you do, and yes, that means it'll be very good for making more of them.
Well, he looks at Nami. He's like, "Looks like we're gonna have to get you something a bit more, a bit more to the point."
Didn't he just say to not use swords? Or any blade for that matter?
Magical weapons are fine.
Or just get her a hammer.
Well, thankfully we're going to Mercy, so let's assemble everybody. We're going to see a good friend and make him richer.
Nami shows off the Dragon Slayer sword. Would this count as a magic item?
Well, it would. From my understanding, it would. But the problem is that
it still does slashing damage, but it would not be corroded by the pudding.
Yep, but it just says slashing, so it's immune to all slashing damage.
Let's treat it as though we can't use anything that slashes. Besides, I mean, think about it this way, Nami. Even though you got a nice motif going on here, wouldn't you find it more satisfying to cave the doctor's head in with a giant mallet?
How the doctor dies is of no concern to me. I just want him dead.
Well, then you won't mind if we give you a maul.
All right. Let's meet your. All right. Let's go see your blacksmith friend.
He's more of a jack of all trades, I would say. Alex produces the dollhouse-sized door and puts it. Tries to put it against this wall.
As you put it against the wall, nothing happens.
Please tell me you didn't fucking rip me off.
It might have issues going from demiplane to wherever. You might have to do it outside.
Alright. Well, I thought that'd be cool, but alright, let's keep going, everyone. This way.
So you head outside. You're still in the sewers. Do you try putting it against the wall?
Alex tries it again.
Alright, this time the dollhouse-sized door seems to attach to the wall and then slowly grows out until it's a full-size door.
Alright, there we go. Alex is the first to walk through to make sure it works.
Alright, roll me 1d20.
Alright.
Okay. While you're walking through the door, there's a brief moment where you almost feel yourself stuck in the wall right behind the door. And you take 3 psychic damage, but then you blink and you're in Mercy's demiplane.
Ow.
Welcome. Alex, I see the door worked. That's great.
Yeah, but I feel like it gave me a migraine.
Oh, a migraine? Alright, I'll write that down and we'll see if we can fix that in the official releases of the miniature doors.
Is blood coming out of my nose?
Well, I didn't want to say anything, but there is a little bit, yes.
Great. Okay, I'll be fine. Alright.
I assume everyone else is going to step in next?
I'm not. I don't need to.
Okay. If you're entering the door, roll 1d20.
Oh dear.
What the heck? Chance like things.
Okay, Dennis succeeds. Chance succeeds. Anyone else going in?
I'll stay out with Alar, so she's not alone.
Alright. With that, you guys enter fine without any issues. And you find Alex there with a nosebleed. And Chance still not wearing any pants.
You mean Mercy?
Mercy, sorry.
I mean, Chance, buddy. I mean, I applaud. I applaud the confidence, but this is a pants. You know, come on, man.
You can't say it's a pants only establishment because Mercy doesn't wear them.
Literally, the only thing he's wearing is a shawl and a hat.
Yep. Regardless, you guys enter into the store and he welcomes you with open arms. And wait, I've already shown that. Where is it? Here it is. Here's all his stock. And yeah. Now, it will take some time to make the next key, I hope you understand. But thank you for this information and thank you for testing it. I believe the deal was you test this and I give you one for free. Was that the deal?
One for free, but everything else after that we have to pay for.
Right, that's what it was. I was gonna say, because I was pretty sure that was your free one. Regardless, what can I help you with?
Out of character, did he say the word key?
I can't remember what he said.
Something about making a new key. Because if he said the word key, then Dennis would obviously think some things.
Oh, well, yeah, I might have said that, but, you know, a new doll. You know, little dollhouse doll.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, what would you guys like? How can I help you this fun day?
Well, we're looking for things in particular.
Well, that helps narrow it down now, doesn't it?
Let me put it this way. Black sludge.
You mean black puddings?
Yes, that's right. I'm so used to calling all of them oozes, but all of a sudden, like, oh, these guys have to be unique, so black pudding. Who was the person who named that? Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked.
You're very hungry.
Probably. Anyway. So, we're going up against some black puddings, and Our research says that good old conventional slashing and stabbing really won't be. Conventional slashing isn't really going to work for us.
So you're looking for some bludgeoning or piercing, yes?
Preferably, yeah. Yes, though honestly, I can just make my weapon into a piercing weapon if I wanted to, but this probably won't be as effective. But anyway, yeah, the girl in the hood, yeah, she's gonna need something very heavy.
Well, I do have the ability to create multiple different weapons and weapon types, and I can enchant them. For example, a frostbrand weapon, which will do additional cold damage, will cost you 500 gold. Then we've got the warning enchantment. We've also got a staff of swarming insects, which is 16,000 gold. Then there's the Dragon Slayer enchantment, which can be applied to a weapon of your choice. The wounding enchantment, which again can be applied to any weapon of your choice. And we can create weapons, of course. We do have a blacksmith in-house to take care of those things. His name is Marcy, by the way.
He, another simulacrum, or?
No, he's my stepbrother.
Oh. Are you brother? Wait, so your parents got remarried or something?
Oh no, we were just born together and we grew up as animals together.
Oh, I see.
You okay?
I keep forgetting that, but yes.
Alright, so in terms of weapons, are you looking for basic or martial weapons?
Is that directed at me?
Whoever's buying the weapon, yes. If you're not proficient with martial weapons, there are basic weapons that you just need simple weapons training for. But I can't list them off if I don't know what one you're looking for.
Oh, you know what? She actually has Nami has javelins.
Javelins?
Yeah, but
Let me see.
But they would.
Javelins do piercing damage, and they're 5 silver base price. That's not counting enchantments.
But does she have to throw them?
No?
mm.
No, wait.
They
no,
can
you don't.
they can be thrown. They can be thrown, but you don't have to throw them.
No, you don't, because they have the thrown property, and daggers have that property too.
They will corrode though.
Unless
Okay,
you
We're getting
Unless you
it
basically
enchanted,
take the-
Dennis. So that
I
it
have
won't.
Yeah.
I am curious about one thing though. Would getting the Frostbrand enchantment mean that the oozes would become solid on hit?
they are immune to cold damage, so it would do nothing.
Damn.
Well, yeah, I expect into the one damage, an elemental damage type that if that can hurt them.
Yeah, seriously, acid, cold, lightning, slashing, bunch of just.
Not fire though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then it is gonna have to be a bludgeoning thing.
You can get them all.
No, you can get the piercing weapon as fine. It's just you have to go for a different enchantment. Or just accept that the frost damage won't be effective against the oozes, and you'll just be doing the base piercing damage.
Well, I was already told the javelin would corrode.
Unless it's enchanted. If it's enchanted,
Dennis-
then it won't.
As I told Dennis, we're getting it enchanted, so it won't.
Ah, okay. Can I see the enchantments again? I kind of closed that.
There you
Okay.
go.
The
Marco.
We're here.
Is anyone else getting any weapons, or is it just Kagra?
Dennis is eyeing the row of stars, but
You
he
didn't go-
knows he
oh,
doesn't
wait.
have it.
Yeah, you went in.
Yeah, Chance did a bit of browsing, but he can't afford any of this stuff.
I mean,
Yeah,
you could
Dennis.
always
Go
ask
ahead.
your new allies for a loan.
you said the oozes were immune to are the oozes immune to necrotic damage too?
They are not.
Because the wounding enchantment sounds like something Nami would go for.
Alright. Well, if you can't afford it, you can always bring it up to the party and that's always an option.
Well, not considering Nami's been tucked into a crater for 10 years, her not having anything should go without saying.
Well, I'll leave it to you guys to sort out.
Alex,
Yeah.
this should already be obvious to you considering my circumstance, but I don't have money.
I'm aware of this, yes. So, are you asking me for money?
If it's the only way I'll be effective against the oozes, then yes.
Well, okay. Okay, so here's the question I need to ask you, Nami. Are you planning to fight them at close range or long range?
Does the javelin have reach?
No, it does not.
It does not.
Yeah, you need a pike for that.
And getting the Reaper's Scythe enchanted will still cause them to divide when taking slashing damage?
Well, they'll still be immune to the slashing damage.
Alright, then I'll get the javelin. I'll just get the javelin enchanted.
Alright, so you're getting it enchanted for the wounding enchantment, yes?
Yes, the one that does necrotic damage.
Alright, that will be 4,000 plus 5 silver. So 4,000. And I divide
Dennis,
by 10.
here's the price, and then like,
Was it 10%? Or was it lower? Yeah, it was 10%. Okay.
Yes, it was 10%.
So you get 400 off, so 400. Oops, wrong thing.
I've heard of that number.
So it'll cost you 3,600, Alex.
All right. Well, Alex steps out for a bit, and he says, "Rura, how much money do you have?"
A lot.
Define a lot.
Over 11,000 gold.
Can Nami have 3,600 of that?
Oh, yeah, if she needs some, I don't mind. So I reach into my bag and I hand it to Alex.
All right. Okay. So, Nami, again, I have to ask: are you sure you want to go for the javelin and not something else, or?
Do you see any better options?
Well, you're looking for something with reach, right?
Not necessarily. I wouldn't exactly need to keep my distance.
I will not necessarily need to keep the distance. All right. Well, the other options I was thinking of, you could go for a, say, a maul or maybe a pike.
I don't think she has martial weapon proficiency.
Actually, yes, she does.
Okay.
She's a barbarian. They come with it.
It'd be pretty sad. Be pretty sad if she didn't.
Real quick, before you left, Brewer tells, wait, buy me a bag of holding, please. And hands him some extra gold.
Alright.
Bag of holding 500 gold.
Yay.
That's with the discount.
I had him an extra 500.
Alright, so, and Alex says to Tsunami, I'd recommend a pike if you want to keep your distance a little bit from these things. And plus it's good for skewering them. A maul if you're fine with keeping in close, but and this thing is like, it's basically a giant hammer, so it's good for bludgeoning. They won't split from it.
She brings out her scythe and looks at it for a moment, and says,
The pike. That would do better for muscle memory.
Alright, fair enough. Messy, can you change that order to a pike, please?
Sure thing, that's just an extra 5 gold for the crafting fee.
Easy enough. I can, hang on.
Of note, Dennis did give her 75 gold pieces.
Alright, so now we can cover the extra 5.
Alright. So remember to subtract the money from your accounts. And is that everything? You sure you don't want to ask for money out, Chance?
Money what?
I'm asking Fiona if she's sure she doesn't want to buy anything.
I don't have enough money to buy anything, and there's nothing here I really need.
Fair enough.
I need to quickly check my potions.
I didn't know being an information broker meant working for cheap.
Do you think crab submarines come cheap?
I mean, to be fair, that thing did look really expensive.
Good point. I just didn't think you had bought it recently.
Alright,
do you think
hopefully I
down there's come cheap?
Alright, so I can change my weapon, ideally, maybe. So I should be fine. Rura's got it covered with her arrows. Speaking of which, Alex pops his head out again. How are you on your arrows, Rura?
Oh, she looks over and she goes, I have 62 arrows. Should I get more?
You should be. 62 should be fine to get you through Morale's place.
Dennis does pop his head out and says, do remember, though, that since the arrows aren't enchanted, they will be destroyed upon hitting a black pudding.
They become enchanted because they're fired from her bow.
Out of character, is this correct?
I
Or
would
do
have
theirs-
to look it up, so I can look it up later.
Okay.
Well, I mean, in case it happens, then if it has to be a thing, then I make sure to enchant my bow then.
If it is a thing,
Right.
I will let you know so you can make it the proper decision. Okay?
Okay.
But later.
Alright. Alex, Wonder's back in. I think we're good. Oh wait, actually, Mercy, I'd like to buy at least one more potion of greater healing from you. Is that possible?
Oh, of course. That's just 100 gold.
Alright. Alex passes off the 100 gold.
And it's all yours.
Alright, thank you very much.
with that, this the door that you all came through will collapse after you exit, so do be aware, and thank you for doing business, and next time you come by I should have more of the doors available so you can purchase them.
Alright, well, this is going to be a bit of a rough one for us, since we need to be very careful with what we're fighting. So, wish us luck, and hopefully we'll see you again, Mercy.
Good luck out there. I do hope we see each other again.
Alex, as tradition, Alex, gives him a hug and just heads on out.
Alright, so, meanwhile, Allah, did you by any chance go back into the demiplane?
If the door is open, she would wander back in eventually, yeah.
Okay. So...
Yeah, Alex left the door open, yeah.
So, as you wander in, you've noticed that, bloody mowers. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. There's not much I can do. The soundproofing on this place is terrible. You notice that Nami is tending the garden.
Sren?
No, sorry, it's not, it's,
Yggdrasil?
Yggdrasil, that's it. I'm sorry.
Oh dear. Rua looks a little nervous and she looks to the garden. Is it intact?
Yeah, if anything, it looks like it's doing great.
Ooh,
Nice
Rua.
job.
Yeah, Rua perks up her head. She goes, "Oh my goodness, the garden looks good."
I mean,
And
I just did a little bit to it, just some basic stuff.
Rua smiles and then she flinches as she recalls the first time that she tended quotation marks to this garden, and then she looks at Alar nervously.
He does good work. Alar walks away.
Wait, before you go, can you come over here?
Sure. What's up?
He, briefly takes, He briefly takes your hand and then brings it over and points towards one of the, cabbages that is larger than the rest. You should check what's inside this cabbage. And then he steps back.
Ooh.
Alar
Girl.
pauses as she looks over to the cabbage and then
Rua watches.
Huh?
Alright, sorry, that was a misclick. So you open the cabbage?
Yes.
As you open the cabbage, a god pops out. Becca, would you like to introduce yourself? I am finding your token.
Ah!
How's it going?
Oh. Hey.
It's been a while.
It has.
So, how are you?
I'm good? What brings you here? I'm sorry.
Oh, a lot of things. I'm here on a special mission, even though I've told them 1,000 times that I'm not a messenger god. We have angels for this. But, for you specifically, Alar, I have something to do.
Alar just looks confused. Wait, you're talking to you came to see me?
Yes. It's about, Girk. He He wants to be
She-
reborn more. Sorry?
She, Derek is a girl.
She wants to be reborn mortal and give up her godhood to live again once the world is saved. So, wanted me to pass on her powers to you.
Alar takes a step back in confusion, and she just... Wait, Grandma's coming back?
As a mortal, yes.
And at this point, and Chance walks in and sees the silver dragon head sticking out of the cabbage.
No, it's her whole body. She just leaped out of it.
Also, Becca, I can't seem to find your token, so I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to pretend you're there.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. River looks like shocked, confused, and then all of a sudden she gasps and she goes, Alar's gonna be a god?
Well, she's going to have her original druidic powers back.
River looks excited to Alar.
I thought those were gone, though. I gave them up.
Well, you're about to have them back. I believe there was a message that I have to read aloud here. She rummages through her bag.
Alar is more convinced that she is a messenger god now.
Okay. Yeah, your mother is giving you her powers.
Is that the message?
Not quite. She says, and I quote, "The land is so choked right. I'm holding on, but I don't want to be in charge of nature anymore. And Alara is so beloved by the land, even if she doesn't know it." So she's giving her power.
Alar just looks bewildered by this, and she just tries to process this for a moment. She's just in pure shock.
Yeah, so
Well,
yeah, Gurk can't be a god anymore. She can't control nature anymore. So a new nature god has to be born eventually.
River looks super excited as she claps her hands, and then she grabs Alar's hand and like squeezes it excitedly. She goes, "This is great, Alar! You're gonna get your powers back."
She
Alright.
rummages through her bag again, and she takes out a sprout. This is for you.
Alar reaches for the sprout and just gently and carefully picks it up.
Alright. Just so you know, you're not guaranteed to become a god. This is just me handing over her powers over to you.
Yeah, I understand.
So yeah. I think that's about all I have to do today. Nice seeing you all again, and also, hello Chance, how are you? We've
What?
never met. My name is Sylvester. Pleased to meet you.
Wait, what?
Yes, I'm a god.
What is this week?
Alex also walks in and he pauses at the door and he's like, Sylvester, how you been?
Hey, Alex, I'm doing good. Even though people keep asking me to run messages over to other people, it's a little busy.
I'm sorry to hear that. You want to stick around for a bit, just have a quick cup of like coffee or tea, your choice?
I'm afraid I can't. I have some other deliveries to make. I have to bring some wine over to Sasha in the Divine Realm. So I'll catch you all sometime later.
There you go.
hopefully.
All right.
I have a question for you, Sylvester. Does this mean that you gain the divine domain of messengering?
I don't. So we have angels for this.
But you keep delivering messages.
Yeah, I really hope not. I
They must-
honestly hope not, because I have other things I have to worry about at the moment.
Yeah,
Anyways, I have to deliver this divine wine over to Sasha in the divine realm. I'll see you all later. Goodbye.
See ya.
Right.
And she just vanishes into the cabbage again.
Rira just smiled and she goes, they must trust her a whole lot and think her very responsible to send messages like that. That's good.
I mean, I suppose so. But still, kind of feel bad for her if she's that busy. I mean, she's a goddess of creation. So, I imagine she's got a lot she needs to work on.
Yeah, and then Rira stands up excitedly and she goes, speaking of creation, she actually created a good news for Alar.
What's that?
Alar just stares at the sprout, seeing what happens with it, and she just tries to nurture it. Yeah. I'm still processing it. Sorry.
Rura just throws her hands up in the air. Alar's gonna be a god!
Maybe.
Really?
Maybe!
So, why is that?
Gurk is giving up her godhood.
Oh, so she wants to be mortal again?
Alar nods.
I mean, hey, good on her, I guess, but I thought it was difficult to go back from godhood. I mean, apparently it's not that difficult if she can just, call you up and say, hey, I'm not exactly, this isn't really working out, so can you just, I'm sorry, I don't know. And Alex just says, I don't know why, I'm kind of a little sassy today.
You do feel real sassy.
I'm sorry, I don't mean anything by it, just,
Your dragon is showing.
I know it's fabulous, isn't it? Anyway, so seems like we're all ready for that, and Eli, you can sit on the news if you want it. If you need to talk to anyone about it, then don't be afraid to.
I'm in pure shock, Alex. I don't know what to actually think of this. It's a long shot still, but I don't know what's going on I'm not sure why.
I mean, you don't need to think anything of it right now. Just, is what it is.
Yeah, Rura just shrugs and gives her a soft smile. You'll get your powers back, though. Isn't that a good thing?
Yeah. I just thought I wasn't good enough for it, so I gave them up to someone who I thought deserved it.
Well, someone thinks you deserve it more.
Oh boy, now they're gonna be fighting over who's the favorite child.
Mom!
Oh honey, I love you both equally. But
yeah, but why can't...
more.
Okay, so back on topic. Who wants to come? I'm the crab this time.
Wait, crap, what? Rura looks confused.
Jenna says, I can give it a try.
And are we not go? Crab is the best way to get some of us in.
Well, I went last time with I went last time with you, so
Actually, just a moment.
Wait, is that submarine thing, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Rura frantically shakes her head. No, not again, not again. No,
I don't
not
have
again.
a spell yet.
That's fine. You can hit it from the air.
So, just guys, really quick, I have to be right back. I'm sorry, I wouldn't do this unless I really had to. I should only be a minute, just roleplay until then, and I will be right back.
Okay, we're still deciding.
Okay.
Anyway. Well, what should be the priority here, Chance?
I mean, I assume our plan is to kill Morals.
Right.
Well, yeah, it is.
Then
Those black puddings are gonna be a bit of a well, they're gonna be fun to deal with.
and right, so half via crab, the other half hits the place, I guess, from the air.
Well, Rurin and I can't hit it from the air if we can. Well, can't hit it from the air, but Well, who would be the +1 in that example? Allah.
Chats? Do I have to operate anything in there?
No, you won't. Don't touch anything.
Because
in
if that's the case, he turns into a fox.
there. Yeah, don't touch anything in there.
Either he shows smaller with his paws while he's a fox.
Excellent. I mean, Alara, that goddess said you had powers back. Do those powers include flight?
No, they wouldn't. Not that I know of. I still gotta adjust to them. It might be a little bit. As far as I know, I haven't tested them out, so I'm not sure when I can.
There's certainly no guarantee that Morals won't just shoot us out of the sky.
I mean, should you not test them right now?
Oh, see, I'm not sure how to, and I was not planning on doing this. So, that's the only reason I said that. But I see Alara just pauses, she just holds on to the sprout and ponders. I'm not too sure if I can yet.
And what about the things you could already do? Can you still do all that?
Yes. I should be able to just use my magic just fine.
Okay, she hasn't completely disabled you right before a mission. That's good.
Alright, I'm back. Very sorry about that.
Okay.
So have you decided what your game plan is?
So Dennis unfoxes and says, basically what I meant to say is, if I turn into a fox, is there a possibility to fit an additional person?
And I don't know, but a fox could probably ride on one of the flying people.
This is true. Thinking this over.
If Alar flies, then Dennis can. If Alar flies, then Dennis can sit on her back and cast his spells off of her.
I can only fly for an hour, though.
We're gonna have to either we're gonna have to start real close, or we're gonna have to keep close to the ground. Where would exactly, Chance, where would you and the other half of the group pop out of?
DM, where and do I know an optimal place to pop out of?
Yeah, there's a couple of places where it's relatively air quotes safe, because the only thing you find around there are the black puddings, and they typically you can sneak past them. Also, Morals doesn't have any of the anti-magic towers that Solgox has too, so you'd be fine there. I'll move you right over to the map so I can show you where, but basically, you would come up roughly around, let me draw you a square. Here. Where that square
Just had a
is.
thought.
Like I assume you have an actual like. Okay. We'd come out near the center of our compound and we'd have to fight our way a ways north to get. We'd have to sneak a ways north to get to Morales himself.
And the other team, I imagine, will be serving as distraction for the black puddings.
Or they could just, or you could just try hitting, going in hard and fast from the air, attacking from two directions.
Potentially, we could try that, yes. And, well, Rur and I are the best equipped for that.
Mm-hmm.
Me with my Eldritch Blast and her with her longbow. Well, we should be able to take care of it.
So as long as Alara doesn't get hit, I should be able to snipe just fine.
I want to see karma.
Well, if we make enough ruckus, then both her and Morals will, well, at least her will probably come out to see what the fuss is about.
I should also mention there's no wall around his compound/city.
It's like he's literally out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
So we can literally just dive bomb him if we wanted to.
Oh no, he's in a big building complex. I'm just saying that his land isn't walled off like Solgox's.
So basically the grid here is the compound that's got walls and everything.
Yeah, that's all indoors. The grid is the buildings.
Okay, gotcha. I completely misinterpreted you there for a minute. Alright, well. Here's what it seems like our plan is so far. Me, Rurant, and well, anyone else got... Before we finalize the plan, does anyone else have any other suggestions?
Got anyone else you can call in? We will be assaulting an entire compound.
I don't think we do unfortunately.
Hmm.
We could potentially reach out to Zorgox to give us some of his foot soldiers, but he's, well, the Alliance is already uneasy to begin with. I don't think he'll be... And he needs to focus his effort on convincing the other guy, so I don't think we can really bother him about that yet. Vierna's busy, and, well, both Vierna and Kaga are busy, so we can't call them in.
Oh, no. The two people in charge of Mayhem, do not put them in the front lines.
It really does seem... Anyone else got... Well, again, I am open to other suggestions, because this is honestly probably one of the tougher ones we've faced.
I will just mention this because it was only mentioned very briefly. There is a blockade around Grimlock Island of Vienna's soldiers. I only said it very briefly, that's all. That's only why I'm just mentioning it again.
Right. Vienna's got got soldiers Vienna's got soldiers blockading Grimlock, but if they start attacking, then everyone else will probably go on high alert and start attacking back. Not exactly a good idea.
I've seen Syndicate soldier. I've seen in Syndicate strikes in action, and the real issue would be finding anything left. It was generally finding anything left to be useful once they're done.
That's true. And ideally, we want to at least find some kind of cure for Nami and well, yeah.
It's up to you guys. You gotta decide what you want to do.
Alright, last chance.
We'll be closer to the doctor.
In theory, it would probably be Chance's group.
Also, I believe. Unless you can fly, you'd have to go with us anyway.
If the tiefling is going to confront the doctor directly, then I'm going with him.
That's the plan.
I am ranged, so I will take a ride. Dennis says, unsure if Alar is okay with this.
I'll take a ride.
Okay.
Alright, well, seems like that's the plan.
Yep.
So
Guess we rest on for the night.
So your plan is just to confirm this. Those of you who can't fly are going to sneak in through the underground passages into the heart of the city. The rest of you are going to fly over and make a distraction from above. Is that the plan?
Seems like it, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all we really got.
Alright. In that case, that's where I'm going to be ending this session. Thank you all for coming. I know it's a bit early, but I didn't know what to prepare, and now I do, so I can start preparing for that.
Besides, it looks like next week is going to be a long session.
Yeah, it's going to be quite long, and I prefer to keep it to that one session or to 2 sessions if we have to. It's
to keep it contained.
It's not really something we can do within 15 minutes, so yeah.
Sure enough.
I just want to say I'm really sorry if I held us up at Mercy's. I am notoriously bad at making up my mind.
Me too.
Regardless, thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Fighting freedom. 'cause fear